Of course, this is the Game Week 21 preview, not the Game Week 20 review, as I'm recording this on the 27th of January, which is a Wednesday, and the game week hasn't finished yet, but I have a busy schedule, so I thought I'd record it now. So bearing in mind, prices could change on the players, and ownership, how many players they're owned by, but at the time of the recording, this is how much they're owned by and stuff, so roughly around about the same it should be, as when you come to make your transfers. But just before we look at good options for Game Week 21, let's go through what I'm going to do and what I'm going to do to my team for the upcoming game week. So as it stands, this is going to be my team for Game Week 21. So keeping the same goalkeeper because I don't want to take any minus points this week. Aston Villa at home. Quite a tough game, but Southampton are a good side. Andy Robertson, going to keep him in. West Ham United away. West Ham have been playing well recently, but you never know Andy Robertson because he loves to bomb forward, try and put crosses into the box and try and get Liverpool goals. Dallas, Leicester away, quite a tough game. But like I said, I don't want to take players out like a few of them I'm going to go through now that I'm a bit iffy on, but I'm going to keep them in. Stones, Sheffield United away. Sheffield United at home. Man City keeping clean sheets for fun, so he could very much keep one there again. If not, is what it is. And it will benefit Liverpool in the title race if Man City didn't win, so there is pros on both sides. However, Liverpool winning the league is more important to me because I do love fantasy football, but Liverpool is the team I support, and of course I want them to do well, so yeah, basically that's what it is. Anyway, let's continue. And then João Cancelo, Sheffield United at home, another good fixture for João Cancelo to try and get points in. Look at his recent form. Against West Brom, 17 points, a clean sheet, a goal, assist, 2 bonus points. What more do you want from your defenders? And I captained him as well. Gundogan, he's the one who I'm going to bring in. He only costs 5.7 million and is only owned by 11.5% of the game. And with Sheffield United at home next, why wouldn't you want him? He's one of Man City's informed players at the moment as well. So he looks like a good pick. And free transfers use 1. No minus points. And I still got money in the bank. Salah, West Ham away, will keep Mohamed. Son, Brighton away. That looks like a good fixture. Probably will captain Son. Bruno Fernandes, Arsenal away. Decent fixture for Bruno Fernandes. You know what he's like, probably Man United's all-round complete player at the moment. Maddison, going to keep him in. Leeds, pretty much throw every man forward, bar the centre-back and a goalkeeper. So it looks like he could exploit that defence. Shadams is the one I'm a bit iffy on. He hasn't really been in great goal-scoring form recently. Hasn't really contributed to much. Let's see, in his last several games, he's pretty much done nothing. That's the problem. But I'm not going to take a minus points to bring him out. I'll do it next week probably. And then Patrick Bamford, Leicester away, quite a tough fixture. So it's going to be between Patrick Bamford with Leicester away or Shadams of Arsenal at home. And then I'll play 4 defenders, of course goalkeeper, all 5 midfielders, and then 1 of the forwards. So that has been my team for Game Week 21. If you have any questions about what you want to do, transfer options, captaincies, etc., just put them in the comments. And I'll try and answer as many as I can, if I actually get any, because quite a few, and oftentimes I don't get any. I've probably had like 4 or 5 over the whole time of doing FPL. So come on guys, don't be afraid, or just, if you have any ideas or any questions, just put them in the comment section. And our first option for a good pick is Aaron Cresswell. So in his last 5 game weeks, he's got 3 clean sheets and 2 assists, and no defender has scored more points than him in FPL this season. So that's a good option right there. And he's 5.5 million, so he don't cost too much. He is owned by 19.3% of the game, so on the bigger side, but for an informed West Ham team at the moment, he's not a bad shout. Yes, they've got Liverpool next, but never know of Liverpool. Then with Villa, good teams, but after that they've got Fulham and Sheffield United, 2 of the weaker teams in the league. So Cresswell could be a good player to bring into your team. And the next option is Bukayo Saka. So he plays for Arsenal, and he's probably Arsenal's best player at the moment. He's only owned by 10.9% of the game and only costs 5.4 million. And against Southampton, he got a goal and an assist. The game before that, he got a goal and a clean sheet. Game before that, little clean sheet points. Of course, he's a midfielder, but he doesn't get as much. Game before that, he got a goal. And then the game before that, he got an assist and a clean sheet. So in his last 5 games, attacking returns-wise, he's got an assist and a goal, 2 goals, 3 goals and 2 assists in his last 5 games. You can't really go wrong with that. And he's only owned by 10.9% of the game, so differential territory. And Arsenal's next fixtures are Man United and Wolves, so not easy games, but when you've arguably got Arsenal's best player in your team, and pretty much guaranteed to start every week. Why wouldn't you want him? And another informed player at Arsenal is Alexandre Lacazette. So he's only owned by 6.3% of the game, so he'd be a good differential choice. 8.3 million, sort of on the higher side, but if you look at the strikers at the moment for around the same value, none of them are performing as well as him. In his last 5 games, he's bagged himself 4 goals and an assist, and he seems to be playing pretty much 90 minutes every single week. So, just like a top player, really. And his next fixtures are like Bukayo Saka's Man United and Wolves. So they're not easy fixtures, but when he's one of Arsenal's best players at the moment, he's starting, he's got 4 goals in his last 5 games. Why wouldn't you want him? And our next option on the list is Rafaelinha. Of course, he plays for Leeds, very attacking team. He's got an assist and 2 goals in his last 5 games, so nothing special, but still a good return. And he's only owned by 1.5% of the game, so mega differential option right there. 5.4 million. And Leeds' next fixtures aren't too bad. They've got Leicester, which is quite tough next, but then they've got Everton, Palace and Arsenal. So those 3 teams aren't the best defensively. Everton are right, to be fair, but Rafaelinha seems to be playing pretty much 90 minutes and starting pretty much every game for Leeds at the moment. And he's just come off the back of an assist and a goal, taking all the bonus points and beating Newcastle. So he's another good option for your team. And the final option is Ilkay Gundogan. So probably the most informed midfielder in the Premier League at the moment. He's got 5 goals in his last 5 games, and considering Kevin De Bruyne is out at the moment, he looks like a really good option because he should be starting every game, and he pretty much starts most games as well. He's owned by 11.5% of the game, so differential territory, but still on the more owned side. 5.7 million, so he's reasonably priced. He's a budget enabler as well. So you could bring in your likes of Fernandes and Son, or whoever you want to bring in, Salah, Mane, and Kane, because he's cheap. And Manchester City's fixtures next are Sheffield United at home and Burnley away. So 2 teams who don't score very many goals and concede quite a few. To be fair to Burnley though, they are a very good defensive team. And Sheffield United were last season, but not so much this season. So Gundogan could even profit from more goals and assists in those games. So why wouldn't you want him in your team? So, alright guys, that's the end of the video. I've said so enough times now. There's some good options for Game Week 21 and onwards, and I will catch you in the next one.